Katt was correcting Joe Rogan the whole interview. That's what's so funny about it. Katt was correcting the shit out of Joe Rogan. Katt was like, Joe, you get to see the difference in culture and how perception is and true genius. You got to see that. And you also got to see the difference in cultural perceptions and how cultures perceive things. You got to see the difference in that too. Emerald Way, you a fool. You got to see it. Well, before I laughed at that comment, hey, chat room, what was I saying before that? I lost my train of thought. I'm not going to sit here and try to act cool like I didn't lose my train of thought. Yeah, I watched the whole 3 hours too, B. Amos. When I saw this comment, it made me laugh. He said, he kept saying Atlantis is in Africa. No, you're right. Atlantis is not in Africa. Like, it's a lot of places Atlantis could be. It could be somewhere in the Pacific, in that vast plots of land. And most likely, it's the best evidence is shown it's in America. Well, we now know the Caribbean area, but oh yeah, checked him. That's what I was saying. He kept checking them because you got to see everything that Joe Rogan was saying was death and destruction. Ooh, if a comet come, it can kill us. Katt's like, no, not necessarily. It could just be a refrigerator-sized comet that gets dropped in your backyard and make you the richest man on the planet. Like, you can see. You can see that it's the way we think and the way they think is too. It reminded me of, if you go and listen to Dr. John Henry Clark, or no, listen to he has a book called Civilization of Barbarism. Chat room, who am I talking about? He has a book called Civilization of Barbarism. Sheikh Anta Diop. And he talks about the mindset of the European versus the mindset of the man of Earth, the African, versus the mindset of the Tawny people, the Asian, the 3 major groups on the planet. The Africanoid Negroid, which has a commonality, basically the people of the Earth, the Tawny people, the Asian, and the Caucasian. Different ways they relate to the Earth, to each other. We studied that when I was in cultural anthropology. The black man, the natural man, when we see Earth in the context of brother to brother, me and you, how we can relate and create a symbiotic relationship to use nature to our advantage and give back to nature. The Asian or the Tawny, they see life relative to community, me with the community. The Caucasian sees life, me to things, to objects. They just see people as objects. You see what I mean? We have different ways as groups of people on the earth that we relate to the earth. And in this interview, you see those differences clashing the whole time. So, yeah, you're right, Ramal. Katt did a lot of holding back. He was very measured with his answers, you know? And at the same time, he wouldn't. This is what I appreciated about the interview before we get all the way into it. Katt was very measured with his words. He allowed Joe Rogan to speak. And he explained, and he still stood on business.